What's up, guys? My name's Owen, and welcome back to the Bent Fender podcast. And in this episode, I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 Coke 600 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, starting on the front row was Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch. And to the rear was Kyle Larson for unapproved adjustments. And this race is 400 laps, so each stage is 100 laps. So, let's get into it. So, in the first stage, Denny Hamlin starts to lead. And then Hamlin and Kurt Busch, they battle for the lead for about a lap and a half before Hamlin actually takes it. Then Kurt Busch, or Kyle Busch, takes the lead. And as he starts pulling away, Chris Buescher spins, collects Ryan Pierce, and then Noah Gragson just spins to try and avoid it. That brings out our first caution of the race. And the only driver out so far was Ryan Pierce. So, on this round of pit stops, Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney both had 2 fast entering penalties, and then Todd Gilliland had a uncontrolled tire penalty. Alright, after the restart, Josh Bilicki spins, and he is out of this race for some reason. Oh, no, he hit the wall. Then Denny Hamlin won the race off pit road. Kyle Larson had a removing equipment penalty, sending him to the back once again. Then Bubba Wallace takes the lead. Then Daniel Suarez takes the lead. Then Kyle Busch spins as he was going for the lead. And that brings out the third caution of the stage. After that, Kyle Larson rubs the wall, but he keeps going. Then Corey LaJoie spins and slams the wall, bringing out our fourth caution, and he is the third driver out of this race. So, on this round of pit stops, Chase Elliott won the race off pit road. And again, Kyle Larson had an equipment violation penalty, and Justin Haley had a removing equipment penalty. So that's 3 times Larson has had to go to the back so far in this race. After that, Chase Elliott leads, and Chase Elliott ends up winning stage 1. At the end of the stage, there are 3 cars out of the race and 2 cars laps down. Second stage, Chase Elliott won the race off pit road. Ross Chastain takes the lead. Then Bubba Wallace spins, bringing out our 5th caution. Then Chase Elliott wins the race off pit road. Then Austin Cindric spins and hits the wall. And he is out of this race. Chase Elliott once again wins the race off pit road. Then Ryan Blaney, he gets into the wall, but it stays green. Then Chase Elliott spins. and he didn't get back up to minimum speed before the 5 minute crash clock happened, so he is out of the race. Then Ross Chastain takes the lead, and then the big one happens. Ryan Blaney, he barely touches the apron, and he goes around and he collects Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Harrison Burton, Noah Gragson, Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and Todd Gilliland. And that brings out the 9th caution of the race. And out of that, 5 cars could not continue, and that was William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, and Kurt Busch. There was just nowhere for most of those guys to go, since when Blaney spun, he was like 6th. He was like 5th or 6th. He was like 3rd back from the leader. Then after that, Daniel Suarez takes the lead, and Daniel Suarez ends up winning stage 2. And at this time, there are 10 cars out of the race and 1 car a lap down. And since yesterday was Memorial Day in the US, at this point they did a moment of silence for all of the fallen soldiers over the past year. Then going into stage 3, Daniel Suarez won the race off pit road, but Joey Logano leads since he did not pit. Then a little while later, Daniel Suarez takes the lead. And then Kevin Harvick gets into the wall, bringing out the 10th caution. I don't know why I put that there. After that, Ross Chastain takes the lead. Then Suarez retakes the lead. Then Noah Gragson spins, bringing out the 11th caution of the race. After that, Christopher Bell brushes the wall, but it stays green. Then Kyle Busch kind of gets loose, but saves it and ends up making it to the pits, and it stays green. And Ross Chastain wins stage 3. At this time, there were still 10 cars out and only 3 cars laps down. Now to the 4th and final stage. Tyler Reddick wins the race off pit road, and he ends up leading for a little bit. Then Ross Chastain retakes the lead. Then Eric Jones gets squeezed and kind of hits the wall hard, but it stays green. Then Tyler Reddick blows a tire, bringing out the 12th caution of the race. Then Ross Chastain wins the race off pit road. And then probably the most memorable moment from this race. Daniel Suarez spins, collects Todd Gilliland and Chris Buescher, and Buescher ends up flipping over 5 times before landing on his roof and bringing out the 13th caution, and they ended up having to red flag the race to get Buescher flipped back over and safe, which he was. But this is only the second time this year that we've actually seen someone flip over. The first was in the Daytona race. Then, so after that little red flag, Kyle Larson takes the lead. And then Chase Briscoe spins in a battle for the lead, bringing out our 14th caution. Then Kyle Larson wins the race off pit road. And then another decent-sized spin going into the second or third last lap. So Kyle Larson bumps Austin Dillon, who spins into Ross Chastain, who gets into Logano. And then Larson spins. And Cole Custer, Martin Truex Jr., and Ryan Stenhouse Jr. also are involved. And that brings out our 15th and final caution of the race. And so the cars out on that wreck was Logano, Austin Dillon, and Cole Custer. And then in the final 2-lap shootout, Denny Hamlin took the lead and did not look back. So Denny Hamlin wins the Coke 600. So the top 5 were Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Chase Briscoe, and Christopher Bell. Alright, so next week, the Cup Series is at the Worldwide Technology Raceway in Illinois. So, join me for that review. And also, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.